Hello there, and welcome to our review of Obi Wan Kenobi, the finale, episode 6, part 6. It is sad times because Obi-Wan's over, but great times because it was an amazing episode. Joining me as always, the Sith Holocron. Naomi, how you doing today?
Hello there.
He did the thing!
He did the thing!
He said the thing!
He said the thing!
Oh. It is I, the Jedi Holocron, Tyler, and Obi Wan Kenobi is the GOAT. I said
Cinema. Cinema. Cinema.
He truly is the GOAT. I fucking love Obi Wan so much.
Yeah. Truly.
Oh man, we got everything we wanted in this episode plus more.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it?
Who would have thought?
They took our fears and they're like, "Don't be afraid. Canon's okay. Don't be afraid. Everything is fine." They said, "We're not gonna. We know you want the things, but we'll do it in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna shove it in there all willy nilly."
What were the canon worries?
I mean, obviously Luke dying. Like,
nobody thought Luke was gonna die.
No, just the Leia thing, pretty much. And honestly, I've come to the point where I'm like, if one line of dialogue that doesn't perfectly match up, word for word, with canon breaks canon for you, you fucking psychopath.
I mean, I will still always say that I don't think I wouldn't even give it that credit.
No, it enhances it.
She's just being formal.
Yeah.
That's what a senator does.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sure to some degree it's being, distancing yourself so that people aren't like, the fuck, Obi-Wan?
Yeah. And also, you're not going to be like, oh, I know Obi-Wan.
Like, if it's if, like, say the message gets intercepted or whatever.
Like, one that did that almost killed Luke this episode,
Like, you want, like, Vader finding your message to Obi-Wan and her, like, being like, hey, Obi-Wan,
That's why he didn't slaughter him in episode 4 like a madman, and go all ape shit, because also they didn't know a lightsaber fight back then, but, because if he would have known, he would have been like, he would have went ham.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode was fucking incredible.
The way that they use the Force in this episode.
In their fight?
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
Oh. They're full on earthbending.
Right? Fucking.
Vader destroying the ground.
Yeah, it's so cool. Oh. Fucking practically burying Obi-Wan alive.
And it's funny that he just pieces out after that.
Yeah, he's like,
okay, you're done.
Right. He very confident.
Very cocky. Very Anakin in that regard.
Yes, he hasn't fully let go of his Anakin. Which is why this fucking... Everyone's like, everyone's way too worried about canon all the time. Like, they're going to break it. They're obviously never going to break it. But the way they end this fight, and, how it perfectly, sets up so, and, the message that Palpatine has to him, why, he just forgets about it, because he doesn't become Rogue One Vader without this. He doesn't become the machine. He's already a machine, but Obi-Wan's his weakness. And
it's also they made... Because I know people were like... when Obi-Wan and Vader meet in A New Hope, he says, when I last saw you, I was the learner, but now I'm the master. They talked about that in the flashbacks in episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
Where Obi-Wan was like, so long as you're consumed by your drive to win, you'll never be the master, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like that was the way of explaining that line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it was basically then in episode 4, Vader was saying, no, I'm the master now. I don't have the tunnel vision to win. I'm just going to do what it takes. Sort of thing.
So fucking good. And also the way it kind of now we understand why Obi-Wan just calls him Darth. He just calls him Darth in A New Hope.
Yeah.
Because he's and then he calls him at the end. I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Doesn't even give him the respect of calling him Vader.
Yeah.
Darth.
He killed his brother, that's why.
Just Darth.
Killed his brother.
Dude, when Vader was saying that, like how he killed Anakin and all that, and Obi-Wan was tearing up, I almost started tearing up.
You fucking give Ewan McGregor an Emmy. He fucking killed it.
Also,
his performance in that moment was immaculate.
Yeah. I physically can't cry, and that almost got me. It was very close.
Yeah. There's like Obi-Wan's heart clearly breaking.
Realizing that his friend was truly gone.
I also really love the fact that the thing that like gave him the strength to get out of the thing was Luke and Leia.
Yeah.
Especially Leia. I'm like, this is I love it.
He has that drive to protect.
Yeah.
I mean, we see later in Star Wars Rebels, that's what gives him the drive to finally kill Maul.
Yeah.
It's just like, these two need, or in Maul's case, it was specifically Luke, but, like, these two need to be safe. That is his only purpose in life.
Mm-hmm.
And it will give him the strength he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when Vader was like, oh, your strength's back, but you're still fucking weak. And buries him alive.
Right.
God. I also really like that Vader keeps using, like, one of the only good things from T-Ross, the, like, stopping the lightsaber with the Force.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really cool move.
Especially in the Reva fight, because he was just toying with her. But, like, in a real fight, like, it's still really cool.
It was really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also really love when he fucking uses the rock to trip Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like, the way they used the rocks in this was fucking awesome.
The way that they I feel like when Obi-Wan, like, gets his groove back and, like, he remembers Luke and Leia and he gets out of the pit and he starts using the Force like crazy, I feel like that's how, like, a Force user should fight in every fight. Just using the Force, like, constantly.
Yeah. I really like how this was clearly, like, the middle ground between the Episode 4 fight and Episode 3 fight of just fucking Episode 3 being insane, like, flip, blah, 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 and then, like, the literally slow fight. This was, like, the perfect, like, modern middle, like, for where they're at fight. Like, especially, like, Obi-Wan goated this episode. He fucking lifted all those fucking rocks and fucking was... Like, the first time he threw Vader against the thing, I'm like...
Yeah, I was like, God damn!
Damn! Obi-Wan out for blood for real this time.
It's proving once again that he is the best Jedi.
Yes.
Now and forever. Proving it.
Yes.
Because god damn. I love him just hitting Vader's little chest panel with, like, the back of his saber.
Just fucking beating that shit, like, clubbing
like,
it. I do love, like, the moments, too, that are just, like, actually physical stuff when, like, Vader bops him on the head and, like he's using the, like, the hilts to, like, fucking destroy the box. Like, it's great.
Kind of fighting, like, Qui-Gon there. Qui-Gon used to use a lot of, like, physical attacks. Like, he punches Maul.
Dang.
Yeah, and I love when his voice gets all distorted.
Oh, and yeah,
with, like, the Hayden behind it.
Oh, yeah, like, how it, like, transitions in between both because it's broke. Fucking Obi-Wan and Ahsoka both having that moment.
Yeah, I love that everyone always destroys that one part of his helmet.
Yeah.
Good thing that helmet's so thick.
Right. Also, that move he did to, like, do it, like, he, like, bounced off the wall and fucking...
Yeah, he fucking jumped at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that little bit of that prequel energy right there.
Yeah.
Jumping attack. Yeah, that duel was fucking phenomenal. Oof.
I love the planet, too.
Yeah.
Like, when we got that first shot of them, like, from the side, and you have, like, the half-ish moon there, and all the rocks behind Obi-Wan, and, like, the emptiness behind Vader, I'm like, this is so fucking cool.
Like...
I want that fucking wallpaper for my laptop.
You can probably find it.
Yeah.
I really want more lightsaber fights where they use the Force like that.
Yeah.
I need that to be, like, the new standard for lightsaber battles.
Yeah, they did it a lot in the the sequels, but people, like, were like that. I really like the Kylo and Rey, how they did it in the one fight on the Episode 9.
Yeah,
the water fight when they were doing, like, they was more just stopping it with the Force, but, like, they need to, like, throw shit at each other.
Yeah, I want more throwing shit and just getting really, like, when Obi-Wan threw Vader.
Yeah.
Like, I want more of that in lightsaber fights.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, also still have, like, just good sword fights as well, but I like mixing in the Force with it because it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was a little confused by Reva's whole idea.
Yeah, I think Reva's an interesting character, but her plot was handled very weirdly in the series. But I also kind of like the idea of this, like, this person was so fucked up from trauma, and they're like, what happened to them, that like they're just kind of like stupid.
Yeah,
and like not every like characters like in Star Wars, the universe is so big. Like, characters can just be, like, dumb. Like, and I'm okay with it, because, like, not everyone has to have a perfect plan. Like, she does some whack shit. Like, trying to, like, join Vader from the inside and attacking him at, like, possibly the worst possible moment. But, like, also, you said this earlier, like, if she didn't do that, he would have found out about Luke.
Yeah.
And, like, just, like...
I mean, but that's not why she did it.
Yeah.
She did it because she's, like, impatient.
Stupid. Yeah. Like, she's so, like bent on revenge that she was becoming what she hated, and I'm glad she realized this. But she's very interesting. Like, I love that. I like the idea of her like the idea of just like a Jedi becoming an Inquisitor to get back at Vader is like fucking wild. Like,
yeah,
fucking wild. Like, but also I don't think we're definitely probably gonna see her again. I think, I don't know in what though, but she's clearly alive and interested to see if they very well could. I feel like you could very well just never touch her again and be okay. Yeah. But also, like, that just like leaves a lot of questions of like, what did she do, because she didn't rat out on anybody. And
yeah, it is interesting because I feel like she does very much make a lot of really dumb moves.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would just say, you know, I was gonna say when you were talking, like, I don't know if I would say so traumatized that you're stupid, but
yeah,
just that she's tunnel vision,
yeah,
and isn't thinking. Like, going after Leia in the first place was like kind of weird,
yeah,
to begin with. Like, why was she even trying to get Obi Wan?
To get to Vader.
I mean, yeah, but she could get to Vader like.
I mean, like, to get Vader like
unbalanced.
Yeah, and like get him focused and like.
True. Yeah,
and like. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things she does.
Her planning is just flawed, is what I'm saying. And, like, going after Luke, I don't really get at all.
I mean, she wanted to kill him because she wanted to... Even though Vader would never know like he existed, she wanted to feel like... Yeah, it's weird because, like, killing a kid youngling is just, like, doing what you're mad about. Like, it's weird.
Well, and it's also, like, the transition was, like, breaking out. Well, I guess she could have inferred, because, like, the line that she heard was, if he finds out about the kid.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess... Maybe... Like, I feel like she doesn't know that they're related. Maybe she just thinks they're, like, he's important to her, or important to Vader. It's funny
because she's, like... really dumb sometimes, but also like really smart. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that not thinking ahead.
But I think they set her up perfectly for like the Path TV show. She starts to help Jedi because like that's what she was. That's what she wants to do. Like Obi-Wan said, like, you not becoming what you fear is honoring them and putting them at peace, and like you need to now go off and do the right thing.
Off, Queen.
Yeah, like, go join fucking Roken and fucking, sadly not Ned B or anyone anymore, but Hadja, and like, give me that TV show, I'll take that. And you could bring in like a random cast of like fucking Jedis we know, like, like Quinlan and fucking Cal and fucking Kanan, like they could all just fucking come through, and
it would be a
new
good
Jedi, and like it could be cool.
It would also be a good way to, you know, explore more of the Inquisitors.
And like Broomkid's dad, like, or grandma, like, you know, like, I'm gonna have a kid one day, he's gonna sweep up after like these fucking horse thingies that are kind of like pod racing but kind of out of school,
but kind of nowhere near as cool. Yeah, and like it would be a cool way to just like, because I always like seeing more of the Inquisitors.
Yeah,
because we don't really see a lot of them that much. So just like stuff like that, seeing more of them.
Yeah. Be more competent, maybe.
Be a little bit more competent.
Because I still don't think Reva's a competent Force user, which is okay.
Yeah, she's very clearly not that competent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny because, like, I feel like a lot of people do kind of expect, like, everyone to just have, like, perfect plans.
Yeah, but I get that because it's fiction, but also, like, they don't need to be perfect all the time. Like,
people can make mistakes and make really dumb choices.
Yeah. And she paid for it most of the time. It's not like she, like, got fucking...
She did get stabbed for her mistakes.
Yeah.
Her stupid choice of attacking Vader then.
Right. My favorite thing is, like, someone on Twitter was like, everyone getting stabbed in the stomach, but my boy Qui-Gon went out from it. Like,
yeah, he did.
Like, justice for Qui-Gon. Like, come on now.
No, it's because he wasn't angry.
Yeah. He wasn't angry enough to survive, yeah.
It's like the Grand Inquisitor said. Revenge does wonders
for the will
to live.
Yeah.
Everyone who survived that sort of thing
has just been angry motherfuckers.
Has just been so consumed by the drive for revenge that they won't die.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon didn't have anyone he wanted revenge on.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon was a peaceful man, and also he was older.
Shout out to him singing in this episode.
Right.
You could tell the wig was there, but shout out.
Yeah.
I kind of looked at the size of it. I'm like, I'm just glad it was actually fucking Liam Neeson, though. Like, the funny part is Liam Neeson was so fucking old when he did it. Like, he's aged, but he still looked the same.
Because he was already old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved seeing him at the end.
Yeah. I think it does, though, set up, like, there's a place, like, where we could, like, explore Obi-Wan more stories after this of him just, like, learning the Force and, like, mastering the Force and, like,
yeah,
being the hermit that he is, and maybe like doing like helping people, and it doesn't have to be Luke and Leia centric. But he's clearly kind of like he's still on Tatooine, but he's not really like camping out at fucking the hut every night watching Luke. Like,
yeah, he's not as focused.
Yeah.
We got 5 years before he turns into Alec Guinness.
Yeah, let's fucking go. I'm just and this show, if anything, like, Obi-Wan was already... Before the sequels, Obi-Wan was my favorite character. And then, like, I started becoming a big Ahsoka fan, and I love Rey and Kylo. But, like, Obi-Wan's the GOAT. Fucking GOAT.
Obi-Wan is definitely the GOAT.
And, like, we've talked about this on our channel many times. So, like, we're going to do, like, a top 50 Star Wars characters list one day. And, like... Leia and Obi-Wan were both in my top 6 at one point, and this show just makes me love them both even more. Like, I love Leia so much, and Luke, and then, like, this means so much more, like, her naming her kid Ben, and, like, fucking just everything. Like, if her holster in, like, the original trilogy is Tala's holster, like, that's fucking amazing. Like, I didn't think the show would make me, like, I didn't think I'd, like, love a new character in the show like I did, like Tala. Like, her death destroyed me. Like,
yeah,
I want a Tala hot toy. Like, fuck it, I'll pay $250 for a Tala thing. Like, I love Tala and, like, what she meant to these characters, and, like, fucking Ned B. Like, Star Wars continuously makes you care about droids for, like, no reason. Like, fucking Lola and Ned B. Like, I didn't think I'd care about these fuckers. Like,
I mean, it hits a point where, you know, when they do it so many times, it shouldn't be surprising anymore.
Like, I'm not gonna love L3, I'm not gonna love K2, but fuck R2 and C-3PO. They got nothing on all these other droids.
Did you say you're not gonna love K2?
I didn't think I'd love K2 like I did.
Oh.
Like, you don't think you're gonna love all these fucking droids, but it's like, in the original trilogy, I'm like, okay, C-3PO and R2-D2 are funny, and they're fine, but, like, I didn't love them. And then we meet Chopper, then we meet K2, then we meet Ned B, we meet Lola, we meet L3. I'm like, I fucking love these people.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they've consistently made better...
Fucking BD1, like...
Yeah. Well, and it's funny, because most of them are because they can talk.
Yeah.
And so for a while, I was like, oh, it's just because, you know, K2 can talk, and that's
BB-8
why I love him.
too, like... The only ones that I didn't love was Dio, like,
yeah,
and BB-9E, like, those are the only ones that they made in the last, like, decade that I'm like, I don't fucking adore you.
Yeah, well, like, because at first I was thinking, like, oh, you know, K2 can talk, that's why I love him.
Yeah.
But then they made, like...
Then Ned B, like, he literally can't talk.
Yeah, then, like, Ned B, BD1, like, yeah, then they do all these other droids that can't speak, but yet, like, I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. Like, I'll always remember in Book of Boba when we saw that when we saw a different BD droid and I like popped off because of it. Because I was like, oh!
We need more droid characters like as like protags.
Yeah, I want to
like they never go full into protag. Like closest was L3, but like and K2
K2 was closest.
Yeah, but like we need more of that.
K2 was a
Deuteronomy, the study of dudes.
No, I don't know the right word, but it's like secondary main character.
Yeah,
is what it means.
He was
like,
part of the crew.
Deuteragon. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've seen it spelled. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But like the whole crew was all like secondary main characters, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, especially with like Ned B, because he's around for so short of a time.
Yeah, but the way he just like you could just infer like the relationship him and Tal have, like he's like so protective of the path and the other people, even though he's like programmed not to talk by the Empire, and like it's like he's still like it's just great.
It's also just so weirdly fucked up by the Empire to make, because you can make droids that can't think.
Yeah.
You can make droids without a consciousness, but they made him with a consciousness and then removed his ability to talk.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the Empire's fucked.
That's just evil for the sake of being evil. Yeah. Why would you... Unless he already existed and could talk, and then the Empire removed it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I don't know why you would make him with a consciousness.
Right.
Why would you make him self-aware?
Pain to make him self-aware, yeah.
That's vengeance for the separatists. Yeah. I mean, I agree, yeah. I feel like Star Wars is really good at getting, like, these random items that could have been in the original trilogy and putting, like, stories behind them.
Yeah.
You know? Like the holster. Obi-Wan being the one that gives Luke that model ship that he's playing with in A New Hope.
Yeah.
Like... It's just weird little things like that are just, like, kind of in the background.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've been really good at that.
And honestly, like, and most people don't even think much of them, but it's just nice for, like, because honestly, like, when I saw the plane, I'm like, I'm sure this means something that I should know, but I'm like, I don't remember the plane from episode 4. But I'm sure it's there, and I'm sure you're right, but, like, I don't remember it, you know? Like,
it's when he's giving, 3PO an oil bath. He's, like, sitting and talking about how much Tatooine sucks, and he's, like... playing with a little model ship, and that's the one that Obi-Wan gave him.
That's cool. The one time that Hermit Ben, the old Hermit Ben who lives in Tatooine, visited him that one time. Yeah, and he doesn't understand why, but...
I mean, we know he like, respects Ben.
Yeah, he just knows him as the old Hermit guy.
Yeah, he just knows him as old Ben.
Yeah. I also love the fact that, like, they didn't, like, people, like, Luke never saw the lightsaber. Like, he didn't really believe in the Force for the most part. Like,
yeah, well,
he didn't like know Darth Vader even existed his whole childhood.
Well, and then, like, you know, when he first gets his lightsaber in A New Hope, he almost stabs his eye out with it.
Yeah,
like, he hasn't seen a lightsaber. I mean, I also wouldn't have been surprised if he would have seen Reva's. Like, that's a traumatic event for a child. Mm-hmm. And he hit his head.
Yeah, and this is also like, this is kind of like off the point, but like, the way, like, they handled Luke and Leia was really good, because, like, the way this kind of, like, also propels, like, why Leia got into politics so early. Like, I'm sure Bail growing up was like, we gotta keep these kids sheltered, make them kids, but, like, now she's like, I gotta
make change.
Yeah, like, she was doing this shit since she was, like, a kid, like, in the books, like, the Princess of Alderaan book. I don't know how old she is in that, but, like...
I mean, yeah, in Rebels, we see her, and she's, like, doing, like, diplomatic missions for Bail, and she's 15.
Yeah.
Really taken after Padme in that regard, being a queen at 16, or however the fuck old she was.
Yeah.
The Amidala bloodline just really likes to become politicians when they're not even old enough to drink.
Yeah.
See, and for me, someone who's not, like, the biggest Leia fan, like, I like Leia, but she's definitely not top 10 for me. This show made me like her a lot more as well.
Yeah. See, strong woman. You know, you like them now.
Well, that wasn't why I wasn't the biggest Leia fan before.
Yeah, I love Leia so much. Yeah.
And Bail.
Bail the G. Jimmy Smits, let's fucking go.
Bail.
I love how Brea's like, why the fuck you got a holster, girl? Not like actually saying that, but like she's like, is that a fucking holster? And then the icing on the cake is when Lola just dips in.
That was the cutest fucking thing. Little Lola sitting in the holster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely precious.
I love like how she's excited to see Obi-Wan, but then she sees Lola and she's like, Lola!
Just like a kid.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of like, you know, someone comes to visit and you're like happy to see them, but they brought their dog.
Yeah.
And you're like 10.
You're like, fuck you, your dog's cool.
Dog, yeah. Yeah.
I'm sad it's over.
I want to see a Lola model droid with a gun.
Yeah?
We could have attack drones in Star Wars.
Whoa, like Mysterio. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, they were attack drones, yeah. That's what I kept thinking, because Lola can fly.
That is true. God, I fucking love it. I'm so sad it's over.
I know. I want to, you know, yeah, I also really want a The Path TV show.
Yeah.
And I also need Haja to be in it.
Haja?
Isn't that
Haja, yeah. I'm like, who the fuck's Haja?
I was like, wasn't that his name?
Because when you said Haja, the way I spelled it in my head was not the way his name is spelled. So I'm like, who the fuck's that? But I'm like, oh, Haja, yeah.
Literally what I said.
No, because when it's Haja, Haja. But when you said Haja, I'm like, HADGE. I'm like, I was spelling it different.
Do you normally spell out words you hear in your head?
I picture them sometimes, you know. When I'm not sure what it means, I'm like, Haja. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want more Haja. I want more fucking Roken. I want more Talented. But yeah, no, yeah. More Freck, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I want Lola just to go kill Freck.
Nothing wrong with a little order. Oh, that's when they put the gun on Lola.
Yeah.
To go get Freck. They give it the missile strike compatibility.
And honestly, I know people have never wanted this shit, but like, give me a young Leia show in like 3 years with this girl playing Leia, like give me it. Like, we see all her do her shit in the books, like as a young senator and a young, like, just give me it. Like, they cast the perfect girl as Leia. Like,
yeah, they really did.
Yeah,
she really killed it.
Like, obviously she can't get too old because like storyline wise, and then she'll look less and less like Carrie. But like for a young girl, like perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say you only would have like a few more years.
Because I know they don't want to recast, like, they clearly won't recast Luke and Leia purely based on Mandalorian. We know, like, they did a whole episode in Boba, like a whole episode of Luke with CG instead of just casting Sebastian Stan, like.
Yeah.
So they're never going to do it with certain characters, but like, when they're kids, you can have a little more flexibility.
Yeah, because every kid looks the same.
Yeah.
Children don't have, like, features.
Mm-hmm. And plus, she embodied the spirit of Leia so well that, like,
yeah, she really fucking killed it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But don't give me Kid Luke stuff because he's just him on a farm. Even though honestly, I'd be down for it. Just him and Uncle Ben building pod racers.
I need to see, like, did you say Uncle Ben?
Uncle Owen, yeah.
I need them at one point. You want to talk about when people talk about breaking canon. Mm-hmm. I need them to at one point explain why Luke does not give a shit when Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru die. Why doesn't he care when they die? That has always bugged me.
Because when we get the young Luke show and we learn that they just fucking beat him.
Just the darkest show.
Just like, yeah.
I will always, because anytime I see Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, that's the first thing I think of. Why did Luke not give a shit?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nothing. They were great.
Yeah, they seem to be fine.
Uncle Owen's a legend.
Uncle Owen was, like, strict.
Especially young Uncle Owen. Fuck the one from New Hope.
Or maybe that's why. Maybe they became abusive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want a lore, even though the real explanation is just that didn't have the script for it.
Yes.
But I need a lore explanation for why Luke doesn't care.
Right. Okay, now that we're at the end of Kenobi, next is Andor. It is time. Give me your ready. I know this is all bullshit and we're very fresh off Kenobi, but rank all the Disney TV shows. Star Wars. Ready?
Oh,
go.
Fuck. What the hell?
Where does it rank?
Well, clearly number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go Kenobi number 1, because I was just Kenobi biased before this show. Clone Wars Season 7.
Oh, you're counting that, too.
Mandalorian Season 2. Mandalorian Season 1. Book of Boba Fett. Bad Batch. That's how I'd rank them.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not the movies and shit.
You sprung this on me, and I immediately thought, I thought you were talking about... I thought you were making a joke, because you were talking about, just this one and the future ones.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. Probably Clone Wars Season 7 would be 1 for me.
Above Kenobi? Above Mandalorian Season 2?
It would definitely be above both Mando.
Above the Bad Batch? Omega.
You can't just spring this on me. I need time to think.
That's in the moment. Obviously, like I said, we're biased because we're fresh off Kenobi. That's why it's number 1. But also, I love Kenobi. You know.
I don't know.
Coward.
Well, you didn't warn me before we went in.
You don't have to. This is the content.
Yeah, but I need time to think. Because then I know when I say something wrong, I'm gonna think back on it in a week.
No, but obviously this is at this moment right now. Clear your head. What is it?
No, I know, but that's not how my brain works. I know in a week I'll be like, no, I said the wrong thing!
Well, yeah, but, we're gonna do this again at some point. Obviously things change all the time. It's okay to have... Here's the thing about our channel, guys. You can change your mind about things.
No, I'm aware. I'm just telling you how my brain operates. My brain doesn't work good.
Clearly.
My brain works like Reva's plans.
Not at all.
Flawed.
Okay, so Naomi's list is Miss Marvel number 1, and then
no, Falcon and the Winter Soldier number 1.
No, What If?
Oh, that's definitely the bottom.
No, yeah. Well, I was. But I think it's time to end the pod or the review because I honestly just want to watch Miss Marvel. I heard it's a good one this week.
Okay.
Granted, they've all been good, but unless you got anything, final thoughts for Obi Wan, anything else you want to add before we?
I know, like usual, I'm gonna think of something in 2 hours, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck." No.
Oh, one lot. Okay, yeah.
What were you gonna say?
It's gonna be the final words.
Okay.
Like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell us what you thought of Obi Wan. Tell us what you thought. Who was your favorite standout new character? Are we gonna see Obi Wan again? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, and until next time. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ that Ian McDermott's last time playing Palpatine wasn't T. Ross. Can I get an amen?
Amen!